Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of Stenden TV magazine. My name is Katarina and I'm your host for this episode. The topics today are Film.nl, The Fact Check, Kobe's Quest, Oketjibbe and Girls Gone Wild. The first item is about Film.nl. Film.nl is a new Dutch review website for movies. A new platform, that's a good reason to put it to a test.
If you want to see a movie in the cinema or relaxed on the couch and you don't know which one, you can go to film.nl for inspiration. On that website there are all kind of movies with rankings. You can also download the app. So let's check if the rankings on the website are correct. What do you think of the movie Sky?
8, 7,
Jochen.
Omhoog gewoon kijken zonder je vinger.
The rankings are incorrect. You know the film Fast and the Furious?
nee. 7.
4.
6.
The rankings are correct. What do you think about Fantastic Beasts?
I think
9.
6.
7.
7.
The rankings are correct.
Hey Laura, the date was amazing and the movie was so good. Thanks for tipping me on film.nl.
Our first guest is Sonny Prent. Sonny is here to talk about Film.nl. He's a lecturer at Stenden and has a lot of knowledge about the film industry. Welcome.
Thank you.
I think you have had a look at Film.nl beforehand. What influence do you think does the website have on the Dutch film industry?
I think you should see it from the other side. So Film.nl is an initiative from the film industry actually. Yeah. It's the Federation of Dutch Film Distributors. They made this app and this website in order for you to be able to quickly and easily watch movies who you normally, or we probably normally would pirate. Yeah. So for now, I don't think it has a lot of influence. I don't know if everybody here knows it already because it was quite new to me as well. They did have an interesting ad campaign, but for now, in the form it is now, I don't think it will have a lot of influence because it's kind of hard to use actually. The Film.nl website it looks sleek and it looks nice, but it's actually more work to use the website and watch for movies than you would normally do to pirate a show or to just go to the cinema or buy a ticket. Because if you Google a website, Google a film, for example, if you want to look at I don't know the example that we had, Fantastic Beasts, you can search for it on the website. You get a list of all the companies or all the cinemas that you can actually look at it. But when you click on one of the links, you go to the cinema website, but you go to the main page. You have to look for it all over again. So in its current form, it kind of sucks.
So they have to think it through a bit more.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think perhaps they delayed the launch of the website a lot. So I think they just wanted to put it out there because it took too long.
Yeah. And do you think in the form that it is right now, it will succeed, or will it not? Because it's too complicated, too complex.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to media and consuming media, we're quite lazy. I think I am. I like to sit back on my couch and just hit my button and watch a series I love. And for now, because you cannot be lazy, you actually have to do the work twice. It wouldn't work. So I think the biggest challenge for the Film Distributor Federation would be just to make this website even easier to use. And actually, I think the item was really interesting because it was talking about the rankings. So I checked some of the rankings myself, and Game of Thrones, for example, a show a lot of us love, had only a score of 6.2, I guess. So I think there's something wrong there as well. I don't know how they get their rankings, but yeah. Maybe
the rankings are derived from the people that rate it. Not quite sure how that system works, but maybe they need a bit more interaction, maybe.
I guess so, yeah.
Would you use such a website yourself to check the movies that you want to watch?
Maybe. I guess so. If you're interested in a particular series and you don't know where to buy it, but I guess every single company now has like this entire catalog of movies that you can buy. So it kind of defeats the purpose. But if you don't know where to buy a show or where to buy a film, then of course, yeah, it can be helpful. But again, it just takes too long. Yeah, I guess they just have to figure out the concept a bit longer. But the initial idea, I guess, it's a nice one, definitely. So yeah, the initial idea is fine. Yeah, okay, sure. Well, thank you very much for this interview and for coming to the studio today. We enjoyed your story about Film.nl, and our next item is about fake news. A lot of people don't know nowadays when a message is real or fiction. So 3 students tested it in Leeuwarden.
Today we're at the Neusruim to find out if the students know the difference between real and fake news. But first, how could you tell the difference? Facebook introduced a new way to apprehend the truth, the so-called fact-checker. Due to the increase of the fake news, Facebook started a collaboration with individual fact-checker organizations. So, what fact-checker actually does is reduce the level of deception and confusion in US politics. Let's get inside. So we're going to do a small quiz today to find out what the contestants think is the real news. It consists of 6 questions and 1 bonus question. So let's find some contestants. So we found some contestants. Could you tell me your names?
Sjoerd.
Monica.
As you can see, you have to answer a headline and choose if it's fake or real. If you get it right, you get 1 point. If you get it wrong, well, 0 points. So, let's begin. So our first headline is worldwide criticism on passive plummen after Trump's re-entry ban. True or false?
False.
Correct. So, the second one. Obama sends furious tweets about hope in the middle of the night.
False.
True. Third one. Yemen wants US to reassess counterterrorism strategy after botched raid.
True.
Correct. The fourth one. New bill would require Donald Trump's White House to hire a psychiatrist amid fears for president's mental health.
False.
This one is actually true. Oh. And the fifth one. Man who tried to drive pregnant refugee and family from Italy to France prosecuted aiding illegal immigration.
True.
Correct. The final one, bumper blow dry, potential solution for icy roads.
False.
Correct. Let's do the bonus one as well. Man awoken from 27-year coma commits suicide after learning Donald Trump leads.
False.
So let's see which one has the most points. So we've got a draw. So eternal glory for everyone, I guess. So we expected a lot more incorrect answers. But, well, maybe we don't even need a fact checker. Now back to the studio.
Those were some very interesting results. Maybe our guest can elaborate on the situation, as she actually works in the print industry, so she might give us a clearer view on the subject. Welcome, Noor Vloemens.
Thank you very much.
Sorry if I pronounced your
That's
name
okay.
wrong, but you know.
It's a really Dutch name.
Okay, yeah, that's true. So what is your profession in the print industry?
Well, I'm a journalist. I'm fairly new. I graduated, I got my master's degree in 2015, so
Yeah.
I'm fairly new in the print industry. I work for Leeuwarden Courant, a regional newspaper.
Oh, thank
here
you.
in Friesland.
Then I'm pretty sure you can tell us a lot about that topic. What is your opinion about the fact checker?
Well, actually, I just checked it yesterday when I found out about it. I didn't know it existed. I think it's fairly good. I think we should have something. We could have something like that in the Netherlands as well, because, well, what happens in America, I think it also happens here, but on a smaller scale. So I think we should have it. We should have something like that here as well.
Yeah, it can definitely be helpful.
Yeah,
why
and
do
then
you-
for Dutch
Yeah.
news.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it has to be adopted.
Yeah.
to
Well,
the
actually,
document.
some Dutch newspapers, like the Volkskrant, it's a newspaper here. They also have something like a fact checker in their weekend editions. They have something like, is this true or false? And they analyze the things politicians said during the week.
Oh, okay. So
So
then
they actually do that, but then in a newspaper, and well, you have to buy the newspaper to read it and to know it.
But I mean, at least you already offer such a service to that to the viewers. So why do you think people fall for fake news nowadays?
I think the line between a critical attitude and distrust it's a very fine line, and I think people nowadays are more distrustful than they used to be. The newspaper used to be some authority, and now it's kind of declining. So people tend to get more of their news of the internet, and I think it's really important to use your common sense, just to think about, can this be true, or is it just be critical? And I think people should develop their critical attitude more by consuming news.
Yeah.
So watch the television, watch the news, read newspapers, and then you develop like a sense for what is real and what is fake. And also you can just Google stuff and check who wrote the article, if it's someone you don't know or you've never heard of, or check their CVs. Just do some research.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced the situation that you published misleading information yourself?
Actually, I thought about it and I asked some of my coworkers, and we didn't really, we couldn't really come up with a good example. On the other hand, we often get we get a lot of emails from companies who want to, can you publish this, or can you publish that? And they often bring stuff like, it's like Donald Trump. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's
And
really
then
easy to do that, like
it's-
immediately.
Yeah, and it's amazing, but usually it's just marketing. And then, when you call a company and check it, then it's like, oh, it's degrading,
Yeah.
degrading a bit.
But that happens
Stuff.
really often, yeah. I
That
guess
happens
that's it,
really
yeah.
often. So when you're critical and you're gonna ask questions, not even yourself, but even the companies who send you the email or the text or whatever, then you can easily distract.
Yeah.
So can I
But,
ask something?
We actually have to go on with the next interview. I'm really sorry, but it was very interesting to hear that is actually like this is happening in the print industry. But
Yeah.
that was a very enlightening interview. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you very much.
And the next item is of the hashtag Best of Stenden rubric. We're going to look at an item about the Stenden produced internet content called Kobe's Quest.
Hey guys, I've got a question. Do you guys know how we can make an online show?
I don't know.
Well, let's find out. Hi, do you know how I can make an online show?
Have you tried to reach Kobe?
Kobe?
Yeah, she has an online show. You can ask her all these questions.
Oh, okay, thank you. Do you know Kobe? No. Oh.
Hi. Can you tell us something about Kobe's Quest?
Well, Kobe's Quest is an online show we send out from the Facebook of Stenden. We also want to make it like a YouTube channel. It's a show in which I answer questions from students. I go on the road with my cameraman and we film.
What part do you like the most?
Just the ideas. I'm a very visual person, so the ideas I have in my head, it's so fun to work it out on paper and then work it out in reality. And it's always different than you first thought it would be. But you're always proud of what came out. Sometimes things come up and it's like, oh, that's pretty good, or that's fun, and just go with it. Or when you are on the street and you are reporting and someone is making, you have to be rude. Like you have to just walk to the people and say, hey, what were you saying? Do you want to say something in the camera? And maybe it's something funny that is coming up, and afterwards you edit it, and you just go with the flow and be rude.
So we finally know the answer on how to make a good TV show. If you have a question, you can ask Kobe on her Facebook page. Thank you for watching, and now back to the studio.
That was very interesting, but we're very curious about the opinion from someone who is working for the MEM social media team. So welcome, Monique Stoel.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here today. What are you doing for the MEM social media team?
Well, currently I'm in charge of the Facebook page, the Instagram and Snapchat. And basically for Facebook we have to make a post every day. In Instagram we make pictures and from what happens during the studies here from the MEM students. And when in Snapchat we always try to plan takeovers. So we contact people who are studying abroad, doing their exchange, for example, and then they take over the Snapchat account and they show the MEM students at home what they're doing.
That sounds very interesting, and also like you have a very busy schedule with what you're uploading online. Nice. What do you think of Kobe's Quest?
I like the show. I've seen like 2 episodes because there are 2. I think it's very interesting to have a show like this, which is that interactive, because she replies to students' questions, and I think that's a nice concept.
Yeah, and is there anything that you would miss on that show? Or do you think it's really successful, the concept is good, it's well developed?
I think for so far it seems alright.
Do you think the show is interactive enough? Because I mean, it all depends on the questions that people have. So do you think there's anything that she could do better?
Well, maybe like she responds to a question, but maybe inside the show itself, she could do something interactive, like ask something to the people that they can respond to as well.
But apart from that, it's a really nice show.
Apart from that, I think it's okay, yeah.
True. And you're studying media and entertainment management. Do you have any tips for students that want to come up with a bit more content on their social media page or with their own online show? What's best to start with?
Well, first of all, I would say that they should think of their target audience. Of course, they should make content which actually interests the target audience, so they're not going to make this subject and this subject which doesn't connect at all. As a second thing, I would say make it interactive. People always like to be able to have the possibility to respond. Like, for example, if you ask a question or if you ask people to do something, send in a crazy picture or a drawing, so people can reply, and that makes it really interesting.
Yeah, definitely. People always like to communicate with the people that actually show their content online.
Yeah.
Would you start a show on yourself online, or?
I don't know for certain, because I think it costs a lot of time, which I currently don't have due to the studies and work. But it is an interesting concept, and I really like right now working on the social media page, which inspires me to make content as well. So I might at some point, but not now.
I mean, if you did start your online show, then you would definitely have the knowledge to do that. So that's very nice. Thank you very much for coming here today, Monique. So don't forget, watch the next episode of Kobe's Quest online, or ask Kobe a question on the Stenden Facebook page. Next up, Behind the Song. The artist for today is the 23-year-old Frisian rapper from Groningen, Y1617M3E1.
Now the place to be, motherfucker.
Smarrig als kwollen. Die Paulus maakt kut. Suikerbollen ranzig. Duitse kroes kut. Is toch de best wel handig. Dan blijf je uit de buurt wel zo verstandig. Een muur om Friesland heen. Meteen met dubbelhandig. Schep, schop, maakt niet uit. Begint te scheppen. Schep, schop het in de drop. En pas wel op voor mijn beppen.
En kapitein Kooistra die heeft de beat gemaakt. Die produceert van alles en nog wat. Voor de hiphopartiesten en andere lui. En ik ben gewoon een rapper en dan ga ik rappen over allemaal dingen. Friesland is kut of ik kom je halen. Yield, het gaat over money en bitches. En bling bling en zo, weet je wel. Represent.
Friesland is kut zonder Timmer. Friesland is kak. Ja, Friesland is fuck zonder Timmer. Zonder Timmer maak je mak.
Dan vind ik Friesland kut. Omdat suikerbollen ranzig is. Suikerbol is vies, Duitse kroes is kut. Friesen zijn gewoon starrige motherfuckers. Kijk, de tofste Friesen die ik ken, die wonen niet meer in Friesland. En de tofste mensen die ik ken in Friesland zijn van oorsprong geen Friesen. Ik wil de world exploren. En Friesland niet. Ze zijn allemaal fuck, ik zit in Friesland en fuck it en godverdomme nou. Nou, en mijn Beppe natuurlijk. Hè. Kijk, Beppe die zit natuurlijk nog wel in Friesland. En die wou ik niet mee naar Groningen toe. Dus soms kom ik nog wel eens eventjes in Friesland. Maar die wou niet dat ik ging vieljeppen. Want dan zou mijn schoenen smerig worden. Dus die zei, je mag niet vieljeppen. En toen zei ik, nou, ik doe het toch. En toen ben ik daarna verhuisd uit Friesland vandaan naar Groningen toe. En Groningers die vinden het allemaal wel goed. Die hebben mij met 2 open armen hebben ze mij ontvangen. En zeiden ze, nou kom maar hier. Nou, dat is beter toch? Wat wil ik ermee bereiken? God, wat wil ik ermee bereiken? Ik wil gewoon mensen mijn verhaal vertellen. Ik ben een rapper en dan vertel je een verhaal. En mijn verhaal is dat Friesland kut is als ik verhuis. En ik ben verhuisd en Friesland is kut. Ga je een broodje ergens bestellen of zo en dan zeg ik, mag ik wel een broodje? En dan, moest die een bol af, twa? Dan zeg ik, nou, ik wil gewoon 1 broodje. En dan kijken ze eigenlijk al aan dat je geen Fries praat alsof je gewoon motherfucker bent. Ik ben wel een motherfucker, maar niet omdat ik geen Fries wil praten. Niet zo, dat vind ik gewoon overdreven. Maar maatschappelijke waarden, god jezus. Maatschappelijke waarden. Mijn maatschappelijke waarde is dat Friesland misschien nu realiseert dat ze normaal moeten doen. Hé, Jouke Tjibbe, wat is nou aan het doen? Blijf toch hier in Friesland, anders is er niks meer aan. Want Friesland is kut zonder Tjibbe.
Friesland is kak. Ja, Friesland is fuck zonder Tjibbe. Zonder Tjibbe maak je mak.
Auke Tjube is known to be the best gangster rapper in Friesland. Unfortunately, he could not attend the broadcast today, but he did perform his song beforehand. So here is Auke Tjube performing Friesland is Good.
Paulus maakt kut, superbolle ranzig, Duits cruise kut, is toch nog best wel handig. Dan blijf je uit de buurt wel zo verstandig. Muren Friesland heen, helemaal dubbelwandig. Schep, schop, maakt niet uit, begint schep, schop het in de dromen, pas af mijn bed. Auke Tjube, wat ben je nou aan het doen? Blijf toch hier in Friesland, anders heb ik er niks meer aan. Want Friesland is kut zonder Tjube. Friesland is kak. Ja, Friesland is fucked zonder Tjube. Zonder Tjube maak je mak. Ja, Friesland is fucked zonder Tjube. Friesland is niks. Ja, Friesland is fuck zonder Tjube. Een stukje land waar ik me rad graag op pis. Over een jaartje of 100 of misschien maar 30 jaar. De economie gaat weer wat beter, maar kijk wat zien we daar. Friesland naar de teuring, Friesland is verrot. Friesland is verloren, want Auke Tjube is er nog. No, Tjube is verdwenen, Tjube neemt de benen. Tjube heeft namelijk ook Gronings in zijn genen. Groningen de beste, Friesland kromme tenen. Groningen on top, en Friesland naar beneden. Friesland is kut zonder Tjube. Friesland is kak. Ja, Friesland is fucked zonder Tjube. Zonder Tjube mijn gemak. Friesland is ruk zonder Tjube. Friesland is niks. Ja, Friesland is fucked zonder Tjube. Een stuk land waar ik me rad graag op pis. No! Friesland.
Wow, that was a very interesting video, and even though Auke Tjube might not like Friesland, we do like it a lot. Thank you, Auke Tjube, for your performance. The next item is inspired by the event Girls Going Wild. That will take place tomorrow at Club Red. Girls Going Wild is a tour that is going through the entire Netherlands with the best urban, electric and house tunes. In the next video, we will discover if it is possible to go wild in Leeuwarden.
Hey everyone! Since it's now the beginning of February. Never mind.
Well, the second month of the year.
That thing. There are lots of new students at Stenden.
And we thought it would be a nice idea to discover if it's possible to go wild in Leeuwarden.
Yeah. Check it out.
So that's why we will enter the streets of Leeuwarden to find out if it's possible to go wild. So we're here in the city center of Leeuwarden to ask some questions.
I found someone and this is Bella. Can you go wild in Leeuwarden?
Yes, yeah, there is pretty much places, nice places to go out. Also a lot of nice pubs, like Paddy Orion, where I'm working actually.
True. So what do you wear when you go out?
Casual, like sneakers or something, not too high heels, because I want to be able to move, be mobile.
I'm just gonna wear whatever, I don't really care, as long as it's not sweatpants, I'll wear it.
How wild are you?
Not that wild?
No, because your coat is very wild.
Thanks.
I heard there's a party in Club Red tomorrow called Girls Going Wild.
Yeah.
Did you heard about it?
Yes, and I'm going on Saturday, and I'm going to get crazy wild.
Well, it's time to show your moves. Oh my god.
So, what do you wear when you go out?
Mostly a bikini and completely nothing.
So you do like going wild?
Yes.
Okay. Can you go wild in Leeuwarden?
Yes, you can. It's a very nice town. It is. Yeah. Yes.
The favorite dance move?
Though I cannot dance, I have camel feet.
Do you think that the name is Girls Going Wild, but do you think boys can also go wild?
Well, if you know what I mean, boys can go wild.
What is your favorite dance move?
Dabberoni.
Can you show us? Damn.
Floor, after all we've seen today, do you think you can go wild in Leeuwarden?
Yes, of course. And I also learned a lot of dance moves today. So yeah, I definitely think that you can go wild in Leeuwarden.
I agree with that. And where you definitely can go wild tomorrow is at Club Red. There's a party named Girls Gone Wild.
Well, the name says it all, right?
I think so.
So as you can see, it is definitely possible to go wild in Leeuwarden, which is really nice for all the students, of course. We will now speak with our guest Bella Veris, who works in the Irish pub in the city centre of Leeuwarden. Welcome.
Hi.
So as already mentioned, you work in the pub in Leeuwarden. Do you work there as a bartender or as a waitress?
Both of.
You
Yeah.
enjoy working there?
Yeah, I really love it. Yes, because I'm not speaking Dutch. That's why it's really hard to find a job anywhere else, and I find this.
And then in the Irish pub, you constantly speak English, right?
Yeah, we speak only English. Everybody, yeah.
Nice. And what do you think? What's the craziest part you have experienced during your work time? Any stories?
I find it really strange that. Sometimes Friday night people are coming in and guys drinking hot chocolate with cream, and then after they're drinking beer. So I don't know their stomach handle it, but yeah.
I mean, they can also ask for Irish coffee. That's kind of like the combination of both.
Yes.
So that's nice. But any other stories that you've experienced so far that you would tell your friends about from your work? Anything crazy?
There was a group came from Ireland, a rugby club, and they got really crazy, and they broke everything down, and they was puking everywhere in the pub. Yeah, so that was crazy. That was a crazy night. There was like 50 of them, but yeah, they bought everything.
It does sound really crazy, but I mean, on the other hand, they kind of felt like home since it's an Irish pub, so
yes.
I guess maybe that's why.
It was good for them, but a bit worse for us.
Yeah, a bit more work, I believe. Can you go wild in Leeuwarden, if you had to answer the question? Can you?
Yes. With my friend from the pub, we all from Lithuania, from Scotland, we all a bit crazier than Dutch people. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we used to go out together. We start in the pub, and then in the Irish pub, and we go out to scooters or Club Red or shooters.
Any other party locations that you can tell the students, especially the new ones, about where you can go out in Leeuwarden? You already mentioned shooters, Club Red. Anywhere else where you would go then?
Buskell, yeah. But when I'm going out, I don't actually see where I want to go. I just go in straight the first party where I see.
You just like follow your friends then, and then you go out together there. Yeah.
Yes.
What is the best and what is the worst part about your job?
Well, I need to used to it that I need to start at 5 o'clock at the afternoon and I finish at morning at 3 o'clock. That's really hard sometimes. And also, we're working really hard. The tray are really heavy. The people sometimes really drunk. They don't want to move. They are just there and they like dancing all around. And yeah, that's I find really hard. But the good, you can meet with a lot of people and make friends. That's
definitely. Yeah. I mean, I can imagine it's a very international community that you always have there.
Yeah.
As you can see, we already talked about like the going out part in Leeuwarden. Is there anything that you would say, okay, you should better not do that when you go out? Any dance moves where you would say, nah, let's not dance like that?
No, I don't think so.
Just go all wild and
go
however you want to.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for answering all the questions about the nightlife in Leeuwarden. We now know that you can definitely go wild in Leeuwarden, and make sure to go to the party tomorrow at Club Red. Thank you everyone for coming to the studio today. This is it for the show, and we hope to see you next time.